1 minute to go now.
1 minute to go.
Board confidence index. Reminder with the Bank of America airlines. So from earlier on today, they had raised the price tag for AMD to $200 from $175. And seconds to consumer.
Morning, Matrix. LJ Biz, good morning. All right, we got news dropping here. Find your positions. Here it goes.
97.2, 97.2, higher than forecast of 96.
Higher than forecast.
7.437 million, 7.437 million, lower than forecast of 7.5 million.
Job market is still strong. One of the things I said to myself after yesterday's trading session, I had a red day yesterday. Stop trading in the middle of distributions and point of controls. I always seem to get a position in the middle of the chop zone. So be patient, trade the edges. I mean, that's what happened to me yesterday. I always find in hindsight, like my worst trades, I'm like smack in the middle, point of control of some type of distribution, coin flip odds at best. Diddle. Don't diddle in the middle.
Prior revision for the CB Consumer Confidence Report. Prior revised.
So we're kind of not far from yesterday's highs here.
Also,
let's do a little bit of a composite on this higher time frame here on NQ.
Original buy of 7.769 million.
Let's build ourselves a. Let's use yesterday and today. Okay, so interesting inflection points are going to be top of the distribution, 600. And we'll build, we have one down here. We have a little right where we're at now, actually. We have another one down here. $555. Right where we went to. Should have built this earlier. And then we have this next location is going to be down here at 534. So those are our most interesting areas. So let's keep an eye on that. Mustaf, I can buy onto that. We can have some pretty big rotations from all-time highs too. I mean, subjectively big, on an intraday basis, not on the higher time frame. Cumulative delta still pretty darn weak down here.
US Treasury yield slightly paired declines after Johnson consumer confidence data. 2-year yield last down 2 basis points and 3.902%.
Be right back. Morning, Daniel. Ali, good morning. You Susie.
We have posted out both.
Yeah, correct.
July.
It also applies to setup 1.
June 2025 report, and feel free to read through.
Trading the edges. You don't want to be in the middle of a distribution. This is more of a volume profile thing, you Susie. If you haven't looked at volume profile or my volume profile videos, you're going to want to go through that. Looks like it wants lower. This is a decent spot. For some scalps. Because this is upper band on the week, and it's also a low volume node on the composite. So this is still a fade value area extreme until it's not. We could also sweep the lows here and reclaim. At this point, that's probably what I'm going to look for. Is the sweep, the stop run, and then the reclaim. So does look like it wants lower, doesn't it? All right, maybe here comes the sweep.
Atlanta Fed GDP now estimate at 2.9% for Q2.
Can it hold? It's getting bought up. Beautiful. That put me at my profit target. Another fade value extreme held up over 1K. My top take profit trader account. So that is kind of what I expected it to do, guys. Sweep the lows. It did by about 5 points and then reclaimed. It's nice when I read the market well. It's not. It's very frustrating when I'm totally off kilter. I'm stopping out because I bought high and then I'm getting back in the other direction. Immediately runs. I mean, yesterday was so frustrating. So fade value or extremes down here is holding. And we also have this low volume node on the higher time frame, the composite. And we also have weekly upper band down here. So nice inflection level. Well, if it doesn't bounce here, it can drop another quite a bit because there's nothing below this. So that when we go down to 550, I mean 535, 530s. Othniel, Cristiano, good morning. Thanks for everybody for joining us on YouTube this morning. We trade every morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the Discord, we now start at the open at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can get a free trial to the Discord in the description of the video. Also, YouTube is slightly delayed, whereas Discord is very low latency. Yeah, that can happen, Logger. Sometimes what I like to do is I'll grab smaller size as a market and then try to add to it on the bid or the ask. So at least I can catch the position. Have something, some type of skin in the game. All right, we're approaching lower band of the RTH VWAP here. Good morning, Gerson. Nice bounce so far. Got 80 ticks there. More, plus. And we also have green coming in on the cumulative delta. Abnormal buying coming in here. Be right back. Whoa, Libby. I mean, Steven. I just was stepped away coughing. I'm back. Nice. Steven came out swinging this morning. Carson, I do have the second band up on these charts. I don't have it on my streaming chart. I do use the second band. I can't have everything on the stream. You know, I have 6 monitors here. You're only seeing one. I shove as much as I can on this stream monitor without it being too crazy. Well, with that attitude, you'll probably definitely blow it. You know, it very well might not be done, Chuck. You know, pulling in a bunch of longs before it goes lower. Power it through that level there. Could take a bit. Doesn't always happen instantly. Could take another 30 minutes before that happens. So this is normally where I would take a scalp and get and lose because we're at point of control. We're right in the middle of the biggest distribution. So I'm going to sit on my hands and wait for a good trade. Well, the cumulative delta is not promising on the long side. Yeah, Mustafa, that is a good suggestion. Grasshopper. Welcome to the group, Grasshopper. Appreciate your participation. We have a lot of people in this room. We have 80 people watching the stream in the Discord. But it's the same 5 people that are always talking. We would love to have more participation and banter. I know a lot of you guys are focusing on trading, but it also helps to give a little commentary to tell us where you're at, what you're seeing. It also helps confirm what you're doing. Oh, good. Corey's here, guys. We can start. We've been waiting. Caught some good trades, Corey. I don't like taking trades in the middle of the distribution. That's my rule for today and kind of moving forward for a little bit because after some journaling, a lot of my worst trades, my entries right in the point of control or in the middle of some giant distribution. Kills my probability of a good trade. Oh yeah, look at oil. It's up 1.1 spot 2. Yep, I have regular trading hours VWAP also on my chart. But 2 of the best setups that we traded today based on the systems came off of the session VWAP and off of a pivot extension level. All right, so if we break this level, I'm looking for
Wall Street Journal's
41 to 34.
Differential.
32 is really nice.
Respondents who say jobs are plentiful.
Lower 30s.
Saying that hard to get. Declined again in July.
It's really good for a bounce.
Early 2017.
Which is also IB high from yesterday. So I'm watching the low 530s for a little bounce. If we break this level. Otherwise, it's longs. Value area extreme long being at the edge down here. Looks like that got bought up. I'll lock out of this account, guys. I hit my profit target. I'm up $1,100 in this account. So I'll call it here on this one, and I'll open up something else here. You guys see the cumulative delta in the bottom right there? Is that too squished, you think? Okay. It's trying. Cumulative delta is red, but it seems to be a lot of absorption here so far. Can the sellers overwhelm the passive buyers? There's a lot of buying. Caught along there. So we have a distribution. We have a low volume node at 65. So scalping from 55 to 65 has been working really well. Fading the value area extreme of this lower distribution here. Don't have a lot of room, logical junkie. I'm going to have to cover up something. Hey, Manuel, watching the stream from Brazil. You know, I don't feel like we don't have enough support in South America, so good to have you. Europe, Australia, super popular. US, of course, Canada, but not really so much in South America. I don't know why. Nice, Scott. Scott bought the book. We've had record book sales, guys. VWAP Wave System book. Hard copy is real nice. But the paper version does just fine, and so does the ebook. Been getting a ton of great reviews. Not a single person has told me yet that they didn't like the book, so that's good. I've gotten a lot of objective feedback, and most people really enjoy it. Yeah, Neil. I don't trade in the dark. I do like the white personally, for whatever reason. I don't know. Everybody has their own personal flavors and tastes, for sure. I think everybody should customize what I do to fit their own personality and what they like. I don't expect anybody to trade exactly like me. I just don't. AJ from South Africa, good to have you. We are popular in Africa too. South Africa and Kenya. A lot of people in Kenya. Ali's from Iraq. How fucking cool is that, man? Iraq. We even have somebody in the group from Iran, believe it or not. Very nice man. Yeah, look at gold. It's also at the upper end of value here, so be careful with the fake break. And we got IB high on gold up there too. I wouldn't be surprised if it sells off from here, but we'll see. Still a lot of absorption on NQ here. Look at all this buying on the CVD. And price has not really moved. So that means I'm going to take a little long. And if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Stopped out. See if we get the reclaim. If not, I'm looking at low 30s. Nice, be magical. Got Cristiano from Panama, Pakistan. We're representing the entire world here, guys. It's very cool. Building a bit of a distribution here. Still very red on the cumulative delta. Just so everybody's aware, the cumulative delta is the 5-minute cumulative delta. We reclaim '60s. I might go long.
According to Nucor, US steel demand can be met by North American suppliers.
Come on. Here we go. Ah. My profit target is point of control at 62.
According to the Wall Street Journal, JP Morgan made a deal to take over Apple credit card for their fund.
Ba-boom. Here we go with the COM Delta again. Let's just call it Delta, guys. Delta. The cumulative delta is delta over time. Right? It's cumulative. So it's showing you plus or minus how many contracts have been aggressively bought to the up or downside. And the histogram is just per candle. CVD works, yep.
So that you know that the Wall Street Journal article about the Apple deal, JP Morgan is on the feed for you to read.
All right, a little back test there of point of control. We could go lower from here now. Yeah.
According to President Sheinbaum, Mexico aims for a tariff agreement with the US this week.
I guess I can move it up a little bit so you guys can see the clock. I know everybody likes to see the clock. Just maybe I could put I don't know. I don't know where to put it. Look at that delta. Lots of sellers. All right, now we're starting to get that chop. All the good moves were, first 30 minutes. Gold holding up, trying to break through that IB level. Did have 4 red days in a row, so a little bit of a pullback perhaps. If you notice, not to the tick, but NQ has been kind of holding RTH lower band. So we're having a little bit of a flat top breakdown to the bottom side. Flat bottom breakdown. Is it, Neil? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to trade without it anymore. Be magical. I'm so used to hearing it and listening to it, and it helps me get in tune with the market. I'm trying to think if maybe I can put a little clock somewhere on something. Nice, be magical. JP, he's saying that he wants to be able to see my clock so he can see how delayed the YouTube stream is. So he liked being able to see the trading view clock in the bottom right, but now it's being covered by the cumulative delta. So, I mean, I'm doing my best to make it work for everybody. Maybe I can get a floating clock or something. I'll figure that out. No, I can't win. They're trying to push this thing lower, and they're struggling a lot because there is somebody picking up or covering a big short here. There's somebody picking up long or covering at this level. Go, caught a banger. Just buying this level, guys, over and over and over again. Just keeps working out. Keeps working out until it doesn't. I got caught once, and I stopped out. And just been playing it ever since. Gold's still going. So do we get the return to value on the regular trading hours? You know, we do have this big distribution here, so, you know, I'd be buying right into the value area high. The big meat of the distribution here, which is right here, which is coincidentally where that buying rally just went to. Here it goes. Did break the wedge. Gold, 50% extension now. I don't know if I'd want to short or buy that at this point. You got in early, though. Good for you. We are coming up to the value area low from Friday, and we have a couple of naked points of control up at 30, 36. So that could be a good area to short. That's way up here. Well, that's way up by triple extension. I was thinking 336. Got to go another 100 ticks from here. That's like way up here. 332. I see his weekly upper band actually. I have 332. Still all the way up here. So yeah, maybe between 32 and 36. It's a wide zone. It's a 40 tick zone. Yeah. Now NQ goes down. Now ES is testing lows here. NQ is just at point of control. So we did go to the extension there. It's been a decent fade so far. No, not really. 20 ticks maybe. All right, NQ. I'm watching 30s, low 30s. Bought up again. Let's see. This could be the thing where they make everybody think this level is going to break, suck in all the shorts, and then rip it. I mean, that's the other thesis, the other side of this coin.
US stocks move lower.
Everybody's like, this level is going to break. It's going to break. Short it, short it. We're going in.
3%.
It's like it keeps going to break it, and then
29%.
buyers step in again. Cumulative delta has been going sideways for the last 20 minutes, too. It's just starting to barcode now. Yep. Old distribution, and the old distribution is not all that far from this one, Mustafa. Point of control for that is only 20 points away, up at 585. Right? No, never mind.
That's IMF chief economist Gurentas speaking on Bloomberg TV.
There, 620. 620.
IMF's Gurentas says tariffs adding to tepid global growth.
We might get a rally up to the 600 level. That's where the big low volume node is between these two distributions. I don't know, Tamara. This thing can easily go another 10 points. It's already up 0.5%. It can go up 1%, 1.5%. Yeah, Dow is weak, huh? ES also at lows. So NQ will probably be pulled down eventually here.
IMF's Gurentas says weak dollar is amplifying tariff shock on the US.
Let's see what we get next. So I'm going to put an alert on gold up here around 330. Not interested in a short until up there. With NQ, we're pretty darn close to where I like. Put an alert right here. Why not make it 100 times? Oh man. Chop, chop. Chuck was locked in, man. Trading this distribution. This chop. Chuck's chop. All right, here it goes. I don't know. This level I like is awfully close to this level that, like, if we break, can really tank. So we're going to see how this goes. Weekly VWAP's at 520 too. So let's do this. That's the zone. Problem is if it leaves this distribution, it might really go, but hasn't tested this low volume node. I'd like to see, here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Everybody calm down. Got one.
IMF's Garicha
Got two.
says there's little chance of fixing US trade deficit via the tariffs.
About to get to weekly VWAP here. All right. This is the level. Yikes. Big dump. I got two left at 520 long. See if we get a bigger bounce than this. Come on. That 30 level seems to be the upper end of this new. Let's see if it get bought up. I'm going to take one off here, actually. All right. Got a nice little trade there. Oh, 502. Yeah. But we're at weekly VWAP here. I don't know if it's just going to easily give up this level. I think we might chop around a little bit first, but we'll see. Yes. Ba-boom. 570. Okay. $34. I mean, the problem is we have this low volume node right here. Now. I just back tested it too. See if it goes lower, it starts to build a value area here, or we move back into bigger value. We'll see. You could do a lot of different things here. Cumulative delta is still straight down. No closed green since 940. All either red or gray. This is a good spot to pick up a higher conviction long, though, at weekly VWAP. At least for a decent bounce. We haven't gotten much of a bounce yet. Buyer stepping in there, but not all that impressive on the cumulative delta, to be honest with you. A little early to short. All right, we're coming up on the 11 a.m. hour. So you can see we do have a little bit of a distribution forming here. I think we already can't. Well, IB low would be return to value at this point. I feel like it's above the point of control from the previous distribution. All right, now which one? Yeah, it's pretty close to it. So until we
Treasury to auction $95 billion in 4-week bills.
5,
US Treasury to
I do like the long.
dollars in 8-week bills. US to sell 95 billion 4-week bills on July 31st to settle on August 5th.
IB low is up at oh, there's IB low right now. All my stuff is covering it. I didn't see it there. It just depends on how big of a rotations we're going to get, you know? This has been a grindy down. 10, 15, 20 points at a time. We just bounced there at weekly VWAP. We do have a bit of a... That was kind of this high volume node right there. Next one will be at 508, 500. There's your back test. Nice call, Chuck. Chuck is going to be the new wizard. By delta flat, what do you mean, Logger? I have the delta up here. It's been straight down. You mean like in the last couple minutes? Okay. NK Wiz. He's still at the Ranger level. Next, he'll be a Green Beret. NQ Seal. There's definitely some manipulation taking place here. You can tell it by the CVD. All right, 500's an interesting level. $500 would put us back in, that's value area high for yesterday. $508.
Nasdaq turned to negative, down 0.04%.
Patience. Wait. Here's gold. Gold's at my short level. It's getting to it now. Holy crap. All right. Here comes NQ. This is my level. You know, NQ is not even red yet on the day, guys. You know that, right? NQ is still up spot one on the day. It's not even a red day yet. Look at that. A little bouncy bounce. Let's go. Gold 330. I might switch over to gold here, guys. Start looking for the short. Here it goes. All right, I'm going to start taking one. Why was it rejected? About so far, it's sold off 20 ticks from that level I marked out. What was that? Upper band on the week. That's weird, huh? Fuck. All right, back to NQ. Everybody back to NQ. Cumulative delta is still going straight down. Here we go. Boom. I got a sell at 26 and a half. kind of the point of control for that distribution up there. Come on, keep it going. Back test that point of control. Let's go. Right there. Let's go. Push it through. Oh, come on, man. One more push. One more push. There's my order. 26 and a half. Here we go. Come on. 50 ticks from that bottom. Weekly VWAP, baby. The problem, Augur, is the more obvious the reason, the level, the more people are going to front run it. Because if everybody's looking to buy at a certain level, people are afraid they're not going to get filled at the level, so they buy higher. And it doesn't wind up getting there. It could still get there. I do think people are front running major levels, especially in a slow, controlled sell-off like this. It's kind of overnight low. Chuck has his own acronyms. He's writing his own acronym book. I know. I had to think about that one for a little bit. Is Eric in the room? He's been awfully quiet. All right, guys. I feel like I'm back on my mojo today a little bit. We got some good trades, up over $1,000 in two separate accounts. So I'm happy with that after yesterday. Yeah, Eric has a job that he's got to go to and work. Nice, Zalos. Good job, brother. $900 for Zalos. Here could be your $500 level coming up here. Big wick on the 5-minute. And Q has yet to turn red. All right, here it comes. Patience. Patience. Loaded up some limit orders into the low 500s. Caught one. One got filled. All right, now will it reclaim 500? There it goes. Woohoo! Fuego.
Dow Jones Transport Average, it's over 1 week low. That's down 2.1%.
So what I did is I put a bunch of limit orders around low 500s and the upper 490s. Looking for the quick flush and reclaim, which was what we were thinking. I think David might have said that too. Nice scalp. $500 is it was yesterday's naked point of control. Or it's pretty close. 493, 500 round number, so it's like a zone we were watching. You can see my positions at the top, Caddy. See how it says position on the DOM? I don't have a position now. But you have to look at the top of the DOM here where it says position. Or I'll take a long. All right, so now you can see it, and you can see how much I'm up and down. You're thinking of the Top Step X version. This is a Trade of 8. I have two different layouts depending on what I'm trading. Oh, shit. I didn't turn it back on. I see what you're saying. Damn. There it is. Sorry, guys. I turned it off when I switched accounts. Well, this is all you miss now. This is Top Step Trader. Now, this would Trade of 8 doesn't have XFAs. That would be only Project X. I'm thinking I want to redo Top Step. I don't like the 50Ks. I don't even know why I did that. It's like, I'll save a little money. I'll just do the XFAs and it'll be faster. And it winds up taking me longer because I can't really use any size. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about that one. Now we could go to lower band. Lower band's at 477. Looney asks, which prop firm would I suggest for beginners? I suggest any firm that has inexpensive evaluations that allows you to get some screen time and trade. I wouldn't worry so much on payouts quite yet, just work on being consistent. I do like Top One and Top Step because of the Project X. I think it's very beginner friendly, very easy to use. Fuelnox, okay, I'll check them out. I've never used them. $15 for a 50K. Fuelnox, Looney. Project X does not have CBD. No. I'm going to put a little alert here at 480, 489, 490. So the last good trade short we had was back all the way back here. So from here, it's just looking for higher time frame levels, longs for little bounces. I wouldn't expect big reversals in such a strong downtrending market. So not a whole lot, but good opportunities if we're patient, waiting for the levels. Okay, here we go. We're going to get another good push down here. This is NQ turning red right here. This is green to red on NQ at this spot. So this is ES, very weak. Russell down 0.5%. Interesting. Or 75 is lower band. That's way down there.
European Central Bank said to give banks more time to prepare for planned reviews.
Goes. I got my first order at 78 and a quarter. I think it would be really hard to hold this. I mean, look how slowly this bleed has happened. Here it goes. Ba-boom. All right. Got filled one. I'm long at 77 and a quarter. Oh, I just crushed that trade, guys. Just having my limit orders down there because the algos buy it up from that level and just brings it right on up. Killed. Crushed. Yep, that was weekly lower band to the tick. I mean, I had limit orders at it. I had a bunch of limit orders in, and it just kind of sweeped them. Hey, did you pick that guy because he's bald, Corey? It's Blue. This is not family discussion. This is my trading Discord. We're talking. He thinks I'm talking. This guy on YouTube thinks I'm talking to my family. He doesn't realize that I'm talking to the Discord chat. Looney, I wouldn't recommend copy trading. I would not recommend it. As a beginner, start with one account, practice, get good at it. Once you can prove consistency and get some payouts, then I would start copy trading.
Relay that to you since we can.
Yeah, that gold trade was fire. There it was, Corey. We were patient. What did I do? I set an alert, right? And didn't stare at it, right? Because I might have gotten in too early. So I set my alert for the level we liked, where we know we're probably going to get an inflection. I got the alert, and we headed on over to gold. I couldn't trade it because of a trade evade issue, but I would have. I tried to execute on it. Yeah, we all need to slow down, B-bomb. This could be the bottom there. That was kind of a capitulation there, wasn't it? think it wants to go lower, doesn't it? Get out of that. Sold off that entire little rally there. Wants to go lower. This is the biggest quite a big sell-off, guys. This is we're approaching 200 points now. All right, guys, we're approaching the 11:30. I'd be surprised if we didn't get a little bit of a rally here soon. All right. Carrot Oracle. I've had a very green day today. Green in multiple accounts. This one I'm up 1,500. 1479. That did feel a bit capitulatory, and now it's kind of putting in a tweezer bottom there.
For the Wall Street Journal, London urged South Korea to bring best trade offer to discussions.
Oh, man. Right? Chuck, you should have traded the XFA first. Yeah, Zan, we did talk about JOLTS earlier, but it's all-time highs. It's you can get some wacky trading up here. You never know. ACH, Chuck. ACH. All right, guys, as we head into the last 30 minutes here, I'm happy to take some questions. I'm done trading here for today. A lot of great scalps. Scalps short and long this entire stretch down. Waiting for our key levels, and we got them. Fuego trade on gold. Look, here's the look at that arrow I put on gold. And the gray box. I put an alert up here and everything. That's a 100 tick move back to IB high if you would have held it.
We have posted out the article for the live updates from the Wall Street Journal. Again, loving about 2 minutes ago now.
So the new Discord stream, we started the market open.
So you encourage
9:30, close to it.
From South Korea to bring their best
And the YouTube stream starts at 10.
Scotland, according to people.
So the stream has already been going for about half an hour.
London told South
by the time we start on
Korea
YouTube.
Meeting in Scotland that they need to bring it all when they make their final trade offer to Trump.
Whoa. JP. Yeah, unfortunately, the more money you have, the bigger the stomach you have. It's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Opens you up to potentially very large losses. I've been there. I had too much money when I started. Yep, it's a blessing and a curse in trading. When I got started back into trading full time again, I had just sold one of my businesses and for a lot of money, multiple seven figures. So I had way too much money. I was swinging around size like it was my business, and I was just getting acclimated to trading again. Gold trade was a banger, huh? Still going. JP, so what's your profit target? I mean, this could go all the way back to 310. I would take some profits at 319 or VWAP if it gets there. I like that it broke back into IB. That's a good sign for you. He must to be able to have held it that long.
So you also Treasury yields extending decline 30-year at the lowest since July low.
Monthly VWAP and 60. I have 113 on monthly. Target is 3,000. On futures, it hasn't. I mean, that hasn't been 3,000 since April. I guess. I mean, Q lower. So we got another naked point. Well, I guess it's not, but 447 right here, actually. It's a little early.
US and China, and the second day of trade discussions in Stockholm, Sweden.
Okay. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys, and have lunch.
China, they do have one more day except for tomorrow.
I hope everybody traded well today. We definitely had some good trades on stream. I'll be in the Discord. If anybody needs anything, feel free to tag me, hit me up. Yeah, Russell's going straight down. That thing's crazy. If you guys want to keep trading, head on over to the Trader Lounge. Opportunity to trade with your fellow VWAP Wave System traders. That's a premium perk of the premium Discord. You have access to your mics, screen sharing, and you guys can keep trading. But if you're going to keep trading, manage your risk and stay sharp because
traders waiting for economic data.
Volatility seems to be picking up. It's going to create some nice opportunities, and let's see what we get. Good job, Norm. Excellent.
After notching six consecutive all-time highs and briefly topping.
Oh, you don't want the parents around hanging out with the kids in the trading room.
Head of the $44 billion sale of the 79s, the greenback advanced against all of its G10 peers.
I'll just ruin all the fun.
So I said no.
They do have that that gold competition we're gonna do.
Moving towards the downside.
That sounds like fun. 440. Yep. All right, guys. Have a great day. I'll see everybody tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. in the Discord, 10 a.m. for YouTube. Have a great day, everybody. If you're going to continue trading, manage your risk, stay sharp out there, and I'll be in the Discord. Come tag me. See you guys later.